It's my great honor and pleasure to introduce to you now the work of UNDP, the UN Development Program in Lebanon. It's something I've been covering personally for a long time. UNDP have been executing really very successful programs in the different regions of Lebanon, everywhere, for 20 years now. Most of the time it worked on the recovery period or on helping the Lebanese cope with all kinds of conflict they've been through since the end of the civil war up till now. I've seen it everywhere, and this is why it's quite interesting. For example, after the Dahr al-Barid camps, if you heard about it in the north of Lebanon, it was the fight between the Lebanese army and the Palestinian, in the Palestinian camps, and some military groups that were there. UNDP helped a lot in the reconstruction of the camp that is still going on now, but at the same time, it helped a lot the Lebanese villages, the villages surrounding this area, into rebuilding their lives, and at the same time, rebuilding these ties between the Lebanese and the Palestinians that were lost because of these fightings. Sometimes it went through very little projects, but made a lot of difference in the life of people. For example, helping a woman in the village of Bibnin to work on the fishing nets, to build themselves the fishing nets in these villages. This is a small project, but at least it helped the fishermen in the whole region go back to this kind of livelihood and to this kind of getting their own, making their own means and not needing anybody to do that for them. It was the same thing after the 2006 war with Israel. Also, UNDP was in South Lebanon and was in the Bekaa, working also on projects, providing the farmers that lost everything with livelihood so they can go on with their lives. And it's that kind of projects that today UNDP is developing and is helping. And I know Mr. Robert Watkins knows that, and it's very important to him. It's always up to the community to make it sustainable. This is what we say, but we have to help the community with some means to continue with that. Another program that was another initiative, let me put it that way, that was quite important was the Live Lebanon initiative. I will tell you very briefly about this program. UNDP allowed small communities and some municipalities all over Lebanon to present small projects that would be important to them, that would be important to the life of the community. For example, having a playing field, or having a school being rebuilt or rebuffed, having a playing ground, or having, for example, some water pump in the village or in the villages surrounded. So these little projects that didn't cost much were taken by UNDP, put in this project that is called, called Live Lebanon, and they were put on the internet. And all the Lebanese expats living anywhere in the world, immigrants, could go through the internet, look at these projects, and choose which one they would like to help and contribute directly into it. No matter what the amount was, you could just put as much money as you want and help these villagers or these people who live wherever go on with their lives. And this initiative was really very successful, so we're going through the second round, but it needs every person who lives outside of Lebanon to contribute to it.
Live Lebanon joins Lebanese from across the world to one goal, making Lebanon a better place. Through Live Lebanon, you'll be taking part in an innovative partnership with the United Nations Development Programme, civil society, local authorities, the private sector, and Lebanese expatriates. Our aim is to see Lebanon, and especially the underprivileged areas, develop their full potential. Visit livelebanon.org and you'll find constant updates on the latest projects in all the main regions of the country. North, Bekaa, Mount Lebanon, and Beirut, and South Lebanon. Healthcare access shouldn't be a privilege. Many Lebanese do not have access to proper healthcare, let alone to a doctor's clinic. We provide clinics and healthcare centers with medical equipment and arrange for street lighting to avoid nighttime traffic accidents and save lives. 40% of Lebanon's population is under 18. In Lebanon, youth activities in most areas are underdeveloped, and teenagers have no access to public recreational facilities, let alone to adequate teaching material. We all know that the country's richest capital is its youth. That's why we construct safer playgrounds, equip cultural centers, and improve schools. Lebanon's emblem is the cedar. Lebanon was once known for its green mountains. Unfortunately, this is no longer the case due to misuse and pollution of our vital resources. 60% of Lebanon's land is at risk of losing its productivity and environmental well-being. We help maintain clean neighborhoods and secure access to clean water. Empowering communities is the first step towards a flourishing future. When a laborer earns more income, the entire household benefits from an improved standard of living, and on a larger scale, the country benefits too. That's why our projects help empower women in the marketplace, help villages attract more tourists, and revitalize agriculture as a primary sector. Want to see Lebanon's economy flourish? Goodwill Ambassadors for Live Lebanon are a network across borders. They engage key diaspora communities to promote the ideals and objectives of the initiative. This network of prominent individuals works throughout the world to build awareness and support for Live Lebanon's local community projects. You can shape the future of Lebanon. We want it healthy, young, green, and prosperous. Visit livelebanon.org and become an agent for development of Lebanon's future.
As it is evident that Lebanon is still in serious need of improvement to basic infrastructure in the development of regional Lebanon, I call on the business communities of our multicultural Australia to support the UNDP in its mission in Lebanon.